And it is 25 minutes after 8 o'clock. And joining us in studio this morning, we have our Public Affairs Director for the City of Roswell, Juanita Jennings, back with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
It's great. It's Monday. Just
Thanksgiving's right around the corner.
Thanksgiving is around the corner.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be a great week.
And, of course, city's been going and busy. I know we're just kind of getting through all the Halloween stuff and all that. And now, turn our attention to the holidays and all that. There's so much going on, even, through all of the city's different departments and things. There's just a lot happening, from the zoo to the aquatic center to the museum. There's just a lot going on.
Yes, lots of stuff happening. So just this past weekend, we had our great fundraiser for Spring River Zoo, which was Race for the Zoo. Would have loved to see more participation, but we have another event coming up called Reindeer Run.
Okay.
It'll be on December 18th.
Okay.
Again, fundraising for the zoo is happening right now. So if you have an end of the year gift that you would like to give, you can go on our website. It's springriverzoo.com. It is tax deductible.
Awesome.
Any donations that are received on springriverzoo.com go directly to the zoo. So the general fund doesn't get to keep that money, which is really great for the zoo.
So it's direct benefit to the zoo. And that's also the place if you want to maybe do a little Christmas shopping for zoo swag, stuff like that too.
So just this afternoon at 3:00 on our website, you're going to see a launch of a membership opportunity. So you can give the gift of membership for a family, for an individual, for all of next year. So from January 2022 through December 31st, it comes with memorabilia. So either I think it's like a shirt or a mug. You get to choose on the website, but definitely, give a gift this year of experience. Is kind of our thought process. There'll be one for the zoo, and then of course for the Roswell Recreation and Aquatic Center as well.
Yeah, those are great ways to, and then that's great family gifts, family fun, because those are things you can do as a family, both Aquatic Center, Recreation Center, the zoo. Yeah. These are things you can be a part of too. And since we're talking that real quick, I just want to throw in another. If you reach out to Kathy Lay with the City of Roswell, they, she does a lot of the Keep Roswell Beautiful stuff, but part of her umbrella is the volunteer side, and there's lots of opportunities for youth groups, for adults, for say college or high school students that maybe you want to be a veterinarian someday, or maybe you want to be a city engineer someday. There's opportunities to kind of intern a little bit and volunteer with various departments in the city. And of course, the reason I'm bringing it up now because zoo's kind of one of the popular ones there that. And you can volunteer and help and learn kind of what the day-to-day life is and what it's all about. And then, of course, if you're a younger person pursuing a career and about to go to school for that, you're kind of learning the lay of the land. So reach out to Kathy Lay. Yes. You'll find it on the city's website, her information, if you're interested in learning more about that possibility. Or if you're a youth group, there's a deal where like once a quarter you can make like $400 helping clean up and stuff for your youth group and things like that, cleaning like a city street or a park or something like that. You can get basically $400 for volunteering your youth group to be a part of that. So again, reach out to Kathy for more information on that too. Sorry, we were kind of in that area. I figured, hey, let's cover it.
Absolutely, that was probably Joe Nebb, our city manager. That was his vision for that position, and probably the most rewarding and beneficial position that we have in the city. Just last week, we had we used Kathy. We said, Kathy, we don't have enough staff. That's one of the challenges that the city is having. We're having a hard time, finding staff just like everybody else. So I called her down the hall and I said, Kathy, do you think you can see if we can get some volunteers that would be willing to help us at the convention center? And sure enough, so we had 8 volunteers that came out and helped us with our event, which was really great to have, and all because of her position. So really grateful to have that. And again, call us 624-6700. There's definitely opportunities that are there.
But if you're looking for some unique, fun Christmas holiday stuff, please visit that. You can get memberships. You can even like your out-of-town friends and stuff that want like UFO or Halloween UFO or Roswell-related stuff. The zoo has all their zoo stuff, but then the city, of course, the visitor center side has more of the alien stuff and all
And our
that.
winter collection finally came in. Our fall and winter. We ordered it at the end of summer.
Well, it is COVID.
And it's just like it finally got here last week. So we have some new beanies and new sweatshirts, and they're all Roswell branded, which is really great and fun. And, stop by the visitor center. They're open from 9 to 4, Monday through Saturday, and then 11 to 3 on Sundays. And the zoo is same thing. So if you're looking for a gift, give the gift of experience or, something that they can wear.
A memento,
and support.
keepsake of our
Absolutely.
community. Yeah, absolutely. So again, go and check those out there. And of course, you are a local. You can come out and visit these places and check them out. The zoo, they've done lots of stuff out there.
Yes.
Modifications, additions, and more to come. I mean, we're just in the early parts of phases. There's a whole master plan that the zoo's going to look like here down the road, and we're in the middle of all that. But come out and be a part of the changeover, and come be a part of the new experiences and the new opportunities at the zoo.
Absolutely. It's really great to see all of the transformation that is happening. So we implemented the new fees back in January when we reopened after COVID. And, a lot of people said, "Oh, you're not going to get anybody. Nobody's going to pay." Well, guess what? We've been surprised month after month to see there's lots of tourists that are still coming. More than 50% of our revenue is coming from outside of Roswell to support the zoo. So we're really grateful for that. We're excited to see the transformation. So we have some new animals that are there.
Yeah.
We have Billy the raccoon. He came to us as a rescue. And then we have some new capybara that are not on exhibit yet, but they'll be coming out on display pretty soon that were also purchased for the zoo. And then the exhibit, some of the money raised from admission fees went into update and upkeep that, as well as new shoots. There's a new elk fence that is there for our baby elk Alexis.
Yeah, that was kind of a problem over the summer because the elk was literally outgrowing the space that we had for it. And so we had to, quickly get fences tall enough to keep our friend in.
Yes, exactly. And again, all thanks to, the visitors that were coming and paying those admission fees. And then, of course, our Roswell community. We did a donation last year, an end of the year gift giving to help fund her fence. And so thank you, Roswell, for doing that. And again, this year, there's more projects that are in the work. We want to work on our reptile building. We want to work on the bear exhibit. So if you have extra funds this year and would like to donate to the zoo, we welcome that, and it is tax deductible.
Yeah, and it's great because for folks that don't know, the animals that call the zoo home, these are rescues. These are animals that will not make it on their own in the wild due to injury or due to whatever reason. Left for mom too early or abandoned, whatever. There's a number of reasons for it. So really, it really, the zoo serves as kind of an animal rescue for these animals and things. So when you come out and pay your fees and support that, you're supporting this wildlife and supporting the ability to do more for these animals and everything else. So if you're an animal lover, I know in the past we've had people complain and things like that about what they think's out there.
Right.
But what's really going on is they're providing a home for animals that, let's face it, probably wouldn't have made it on their own here. So, so we can use this as an opportunity to enjoy these animals, to learn about them, and to, provide education and fun for our community through it while helping these animals at the same time. So
absolutely,
for you coming out and being a member or coming out and buying swag or coming and getting a membership, you're supporting that directly. Every single penny that you're providing towards that goes to help the zoo and maintain it and make it better for future years to come.
Yeah, it's really great. So speaking of animals and with the holidays coming up, I'd like to remind our community, be mindful when you do go get a rescue animal that it is a commitment. We have a lot of beautiful furry friends, cats, dogs. I think we even have some farm animals sometimes. But
every once in a while
at Animal Services. And just be mindful that it is a commitment to raise an animal. We want you to be a responsible pet owner. Obviously, we want to encourage spay and neutering your pet when you do get them from Animal Services.
And chipping as well.
And chipping is important. But if you're looking for a furry friend for under that Christmas tree, just know that it does come with a commitment of, feeding it, walking it, giving it love and care.
Sure.
And so just be mindful of that.
When we talk pet adoption all the time with Humane Society or anything, which are all, they all work together to try to find homes for these animals. This is the thing when we talk about this time of year. Yes, it can be a great thing if you're trying to teach children responsibility or provide a companion for an older family member. Those are great ideas for pets, but here's the thing. Don't make it a surprise. Don't surprise them with a box with holes in it under the tree with a dog or a cat in there. Make them part of the process.
Absolutely.
You know, if you feel like you want to have an element surprise, fine. Make up a little gift certificate and put it under the tree and say, hey, I'm going to pay for one dog or cat if you're choosing from the I always say pound animal control.
Animal services.
I can't help it. It's burned in my brain. But you know, and in that way, and then when y'all can go together, and then pick out the animal, and then of course you can take care of the spay and neuter fee if there's one there associated, or chipping fees or anything, because that's really all they cost is the cost to spay and neuter your, because there won't be a pet, and this is any. Not just animal control. This is most of our shelters, Humane Society as well. You cannot adopt a pet without it being spayed or neutered. And of course, with the city's ordinance about chipping, so basically, when you adopt a pet, it's going to go from animal control to the vet of your choosing. And where it will get its spay and neuter, chipping, and while you're there, this is always smart pet owner. Have your veterinarian do a complete physical, making sure nothing wrong. I mean, obviously the staff takes care of the pets, making sure their shots, their updates, and all those things are while they're calling that place home.
Right.
But in the meantime, you know, you go and then check and establish that relationship with your veterinarian and that pet. But it's a great way to do it. But don't do surprise stuff. Make sure that everybody's older people. If you're like, oh, grandma would love a cat where she's living alone, but if grandma don't want to take care of the cat, then or a dog. If you have grandma and you're like, I want to get grandma a dog but if grandma don't feel like walking the dog or feel like taking care of the dog, then guess who's going to be doing that?
Right.
Or you or nobody, and that's neither one of those are good scenarios. So plan those things, but yes, just remind that way, because what happens is if you do it the way we're talking about, odds are very high that pet will end back up into animal control or the Humane Society or someplace like that.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to avoid.
Absolutely. What else do we have? We have Roswell Recreation. Let's switch gears for a minute and talk about the Winter Vacation Fun Program for kids. So if you are a working parent or a working grandparent and need something for your children to do over the holiday break, the Roswell Recreation Center is going to have their Winter Vacation Fun Program going on from December 20th through the 31st.
Awesome.
It's $75 per child. It does include lunch.
Okay.
And you can drop them off at 7:30 in the morning till 5:30. They're going to do a lot of different fitness activities, lots of play, and some, puzzles, things like that. So a lot of fun activities for the kids over the holiday break.
So if you've got a busy work schedule and obviously the kids are going to be off for a couple of weeks there, and you can't afford to be. You got to go to work and things like that. Basically, $75, you've got a program where your kids interact, working with others, doing everything. And I don't have kids, so I haven't spent much on childcare, but I'm sure it's way more than $75 than for 2 weeks of or week or whatever of activities and plans and things for your children.
Especially if, with it including lunch. The only day that they're not open, obviously, is on Christmas Day, which is a Saturday, but they are open on Christmas Eve on that Friday. Okay. So if you need to do any last minute shopping, we are also having an event on the Saturday before, on the 18th. You can it's like drop and shop. You drop them off. We'll entertain them with basketball and volleyball and things like that. You go do some shopping for a few hours and then you come back and grab them.
Yeah, that's real convenient.
So that's happening at the Roswell Recreation Aquatic Center. And then also happening right now is youth basketball for ages 9 through 12 registration. So registration will end at the end of this month on November.
Okay.
December 1st. Teams will be contacted. There will be a draft for this age group that are older. And so that will be happening, I believe, on December 11th. It's $40 for registration. They can register at roswellconnect.com. They do have to create an account.
Yeah.
You go in there, you create your account. It links up to your child. You will have to get an ID. So when you come check in at the registration desk, you have a little card. It has your picture. You scan it, and then you get to come into the building. So.
Again, RoswellConnect.org.com. I'm sorry.
Yep.
RoswellConnect.com. That is the city's website if you want to get family passes to the
Mm-hmm.
aquatic center
Yes.
or really any of the city's recreational side of
Yep.
things. The
The
Roswell Connect
zoo.
website
Yep.
is where, like when they had the Night of the Living Zoo
Yep.
event, you got your tickets to the Roswell Connect
Connect.
here. When future events like this happen, that's where you're
Yes.
going to go and do that. So if you're interested in getting memberships, anything like that. Also, I'm kind of curious. I would
Mm-hmm.
imagine with basketball and some of these youth things, they're probably looking for officials and coaches.
They are.
Okay.
So we do pay our officials. We're looking for some referees. So if you're looking for a part-time gig on Tuesday and Thursday nights from like 5:30 to 8:30, please, stop by. We run our referees through our temp agency called ITS Quest. If you call down to the Recreation Aquatic Center, say, hey, I'm interested, we'll put your name on the list, send you over, and get you the paperwork that you need to fill out. But we'd
Very
love
good.
to have any refs, if they have any knowledge of basketball or coaching, we would love to have you.
Sure, and obviously they will train you on the how to
Abs-
officiate and things like that.
Absolutely.
But that's a great way to get involved. I know a lot of parents probably get involved because they have their kids involved too.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are looking for something to do in the community, you're like, well, I don't have any kids or anything, but be an official.
Right.
They are highly in demand,
Mm-hmm.
and I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes parents get a little overzealous and everything, but we got
I wouldn't know anything about that.
but we're working on them. We'll get them
Yeah.
back. But no, you'd be really great because
Yeah.
it creates a great opportunity for these kids and they learn so many life lessons at
Yes.
that level that especially younger kids when they play basketball. It's sometimes for these kids that'll be the first time they're ever in a team
Right.
setting, team concept. So it's more about learning than the skills and so when you're
This
officiating.
is not the NBA,
Yeah.
guys. This is recreational basketball.
Yeah, so you get these kids out there, and so being an official is kind of fun because you're kind of helping with that instructional process a little bit
Right.
too, and all that. So reach out through the Roswell Connect website,
Yes.
and if you'd like to be more about official, and of course, sign your kids and families up for basketball or any of these upcoming
Absolutely.
seasons here. I know they'll probably be doing softball and stuff here in the spring before we
Spring
know
will
it.
be baseball, and that will be done through our other external
Okay.
partners, Lions Hondo and Optimus Little League, and then softball
And
for the gals.
They've just finished volleyball season, right?
They did. They
Yeah.
just finished volleyball, so we have basketball now. We're working on our winter programming starting January through March and kind of resetting that. We've hired a new director,
Okay.
Colette Hall, which I'm super excited for the community to meet her. We're looking for instructors for the adult center. We
Okay.
plan to have that back open.
Okay.
We're still actively hiring for the adult center, but we'll be reopening that right after the holidays. And we're just, we're excited to get more people utilizing the facilities. And
Sure.
so if you're an instructor and have a skill set that you'd like to offer, please contact us, 624-6700, and we'll get you started.
Very good. Speaking of employment opportunities, maybe that's a good segue here.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, we just talked about several openings in some of our recreation side of things
Yes.
for the city. But like many places, the city has a lot of openings and opportunities right now. And you're looking for great, well-paying, benefits,
Yes.
good benefits, the, security, the type of jobs and careers that you can support and raise a family on. The city has quite a few that are
Absolutely.
available out there, and I highly recommend you go through the city's website and check them out. Highlight a couple openings right now that you want to that we
Okay.
kind of the city has pressing needs to fill right now.
So my department, our public affairs department, we do a lot of internal graphics. So we're looking for a graphic designer, somebody
Okay.
who has at least 2 years experience doing graphic design in a variety of formats, understanding the difference between a print ad versus a digital. So definitely needs to have some
Sure.
experience.
And how the layout works and
Yes.
the differences of and yeah.
Absolutely. So a graphic designer. And then at the Roswell Convention Center, we're hiring an accounting manager. So somebody with a financial background
Okay.
is really great. Obviously, we're still looking for an electrician for the city. So if you have those skills or a journeyman plumber, always looking for those individuals, whether that be at wastewater treatment or even like streets, things like that. So those highly skilled, very specific positions are a little bit more challenging and difficult to find, but we are actively looking. So
Yeah.
if you have a skill, please go to our
Sure.
website and fill out an application.
Now, if you're looking for employment opportunities through the city, you're going to go through the city's main website,
Correct.
the Roswell-nm.gov.
Mm-hmm.
They're the same place you go if you want to learn when the city council meets, or you want to pay your water bill, or find out when that big event's happening around town. There's an employment tab or opportunities there, and you can see every single position that the city of Roswell has for openings right now.
Yes.
Everything from your, like you said, your permanent full-time positions to temporary part-time, or your jobs that are more geared for younger college age, high school age kids,
right.
Things like that. And there's from all levels. So if you want entry level minimum wage to very specific, professional career, those types of deals, please, the city's looking for you. And great part about it is working for the city. I mean, you got the benefits, everything, obviously depending on the job you do, holiday pays and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, if you're part of like the water department on the emergency side, when a water pipe bursts, it doesn't matter if it's Christmas or not, you're on call, you're on call. But it's great, steady jobs, and it's an opportunity for families to grow and do the things they want with a nice stable job underneath, and that in the world we live in today, stability is kind of the biggest, that's turning into the unicorn where everything is so, not guaranteed to you. But that was kind of always the thing. When you get a job with the government, it's hard to fire you and you're good for life. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's something to be said right now, to have one, because once you get your foot in the door with a city or any really government job, and they deem that you are a viable addition to it, they're going to keep you, and they're going to move you, and if you want to go and change to something that's more your suiting within the city, you kind of get to do that without losing retirement, without losing. It's like, there's opportunities like that through government positions where you can change your career altogether and not lose any of your benefits and things you work towards. So, 401ks and your retirement, you don't have to start over with all that stuff.
Right.
So think about that when you're thinking about careers through the city and all that. So apply today.
Yeah.
Good deal. What else do we got?
Last but not least, the Roswell Convention Center is open and accepting bookings for 2022. We have a great staff. We hired a really great team. We're bringing it back in-house, so it'll be city operated.
It's all city run.
All city run with the same foundation that our outside entity Spectra laid out for us. It was very successful, and unfortunately, due to COVID, that was the main reason why we had to shut it down. It wasn't anything that they were doing that was bad or anything like that. It was really thanks to COVID. We didn't,
sign of the times. Yeah.
With all of the state mandates, we weren't able to be open, but now we're back up operating as we were before in 2019. And so if you're looking to have an event, a convention, graduations, weddings, quinceañeras, Roswell Convention Center might not be that place for you, but we will push you to other venues within the city. We're looking for those larger accommodating events, 400 plus, things like that. So come on down.
Absolutely. And, the thing we need to understand here is kind of, and thank you to Spectrum for doing this, is we had, I think the city kind of through Spectrum learned how to run the convention center.
Absolutely.
We have a great asset there, but let's face it, prior to Spectrum, prior to all that thing was a huge money pit for the city. It was costing way more than it was generating and things like that. And I know there's been a lot over the last couple of years, people, not happy about this and that and fees and how this is. But gifts were given for many years, and now the city can't pay for that. They just can't.
No.
And so we've got to keep that facility here and to keep it viable. We need, changes had to be made to keep it solvent, to keep it, and still at the end of the day, ain't nobody making money here. It's not like that thing's reeling in bucks and the city's got the monopoly guy monocle on going, we're reeling in. No, that thing's still not breaking even. It's still losing money, but at least it's not a complete financial suck on the entire city budget.
Right. And most of the budget, just for people, because they get very confused, there is no general fund money coming out of that convention center. It's 100% funded through lodgers tax.
Yeah. So the renovations and everything did not come out of city taxpayers. That People that came and
Correct.
stayed in our hotels and stuff technically.
Hotels, motels, RV parks,
Yeah.
Airbnbs. That's where the funding source comes from, the convention center. And we learned a lot with Spectra. We learned things not to do, things that we needed to do differently. And I'm very excited and proud of the team that we have. And we're going to continue with the same model that they had because it was successful. You know, we took our first year where we were really hemorrhaging money, you know, and looked at what they were able to do where we closed that gap. Most convention centers don't make a profit,
Sure.
and our goal is not to make a profit, but we at least have to try to break even a little bit. So
it's a government operation. Government operations aren't for profit, but they at the same time we want to be good financial stewards with the taxpayer money. And so rather than let everybody and their uncle just have it for free or very cheap like it was years ago, now we've got it to make at least try to pay for itself.
Right.
You know,
and it's comparable to what other venues within Roswell and within the region are paying. Same thing with food. You know, food prices have skyrocketed. We were just having a meeting with Chef about, you know, beef and prime rib and things like that. And
the
how much
supply chain to get that stuff to us.
Yeah. We had an event last Tuesday and we were waiting on the truck to come in. It was supposed to be here Thursday, wasn't here Thursday. We're waiting on Friday. We're like, where's the truck? Sweating it on Monday, and finally, you know, the truck came in, but, you know, we're at the mercy of other suppliers based on our location, but definitely a great opportunity. We have menus ranging from $12 a plate all the way up to $45, $60 a plate.
Nice.
So definitely reach out, give us a call at 624-6700.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, they're going to work with you on making it affordable for you and everybody else too. But understand it's there has been changes and it's going to be that way. So, but the good news is open. It's available. Start booking your big events here and start looking for more events and things coming to town.
Oh, yes.
So if you're looking for, I imagine, you know, shopping opportunities and, you know, with the holidays coming, I imagine this is going to open the gate for a few more shows coming through there between now and Christmas. And, and of course, I imagine in the spring when like it's home improvement season, we start seeing those kind of shows coming through town again. It'll be nice to have again.
Yeah, we're really excited. The team has been working on, again, that winter programming January through March. And then already, you know, of course, UFO Festival. We've got that coming along. And so just really excited to be back open and operating.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Of course, if you missed everything we talked or anything we talked about here through the various social medias and online presence that the city has, the RoswellConnect.com. That's your resource for anything you want to learn about the zoo, the aquatic center, museum, anything recreational within the city of Roswell services and things. It's all through Roswell Connect.
Yes.
If you want to learn more about your water bill, city council meetings, employment opportunities through the city, or just general city administrative questions, you're going to go to the city's main website, roswell-nm.gov. And then, of course, you can like and follow on social media as well. City of Roswell uses Facebook and Instagram pretty regular.
Twitter, TikTok. We're learning TikTok, which is really fun.
Sean got on TikTok in the last couple of weeks, and he loves it and hates it all at the same time.
Yes.
It's like crack, where you it gets addicting, and you want to walk away, but you can't. And now you've just wasted hours of things you could have done productively, just sucked in TikTok rabbit holes.
I believe that. So,
but anyway, you can like and follow and stay up to date on things. And of course, you can always call City Hall if you have any questions or want to talk to someone, and they'll put you in the right direction where you need to go and get that help there. So, Juanita, is there anything we missed? Any information? Did we
I
get
don't
it all?
think so. I think that covered most of the stuff for this week.
Yeah. And again, if you're looking for career opportunities here, the city's got quite a few great opportunities. If you live here in town, guess what? Your commute's going to be short. You're going to have benefits. You're going to have a good paying job. You know, look it out. Look up that stability. And who knows, this time next week, you could be in the process to getting your career going. So
absolutely.
Get it done. Well, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
We'll see you here next time.
All right.
If not sooner.
Thank you.
All right. Take care, Juan.